We have all seen it on television. A crime happens. A brilliant scientist in a sharp lab coat arrives. They find a tiny clue, a single hair, a drop of blood. In a matter of minutes, a machine beeps. A perfect match is found. The scientist looks into the camera. They declare with total certainty who the killer is. This is the myth. It is exciting. It is dramatic. It makes for great television. But it is not how forensic science works in the real world. The courtroom is not a television studio. The reality of forensic science is far more deliberate. It is a world of patience, procedure, precision. Real forensic experts do not solve crimes in an hour. Their work can take weeks, even months. They do not work alone. They are part of a larger team of investigators, lawyers, legal professionals. Their words in court are not dramatic pronouncements of guilt. Instead, they are careful explanations of data. They talk about what the evidence can show, just as importantly, what it cannot show. This is the truth of the courtroom. It is less flashy than the myth, but it is where justice truly begins. The gap between the myth and the reality is important. Jurors who watch crime shows may come to court with unrealistic expectations. They might expect absolute certainty and be disappointed when scientists speak in probabilities and statistical likelihoods. This expectation is often called the CSI effect. It places a heavy burden on both the prosecution and the defense. They must educate the jury on the true nature of forensic work. They must ground the proceedings in the steady, methodical world of real science, not the fast-paced fantasy of fiction. So, let us pull back the curtain. Let us step away from the television screen into the quiet laboratory and the formal courtroom. We will explore what forensic experts really do. We will see how they analyze evidence. We will learn how they present their findings to a jury of their peers. We will understand the immense responsibility they carry. Their job is not to provide a simple answer. Their job is to provide clear, unbiased information. This information helps a judge and jury build a bridge toward the truth, one carefully tested fact at a time. A forensic scientist is, first and foremost, a scientist. They are not detectives who chase down suspects. They are specialists who apply scientific principles to legal questions. Their backgrounds are diverse. One might be a chemist, another might be a biologist specializing in DNA. Others are toxicologists, some are anthropologists, who can identify human remains from bones. They are experts in their fields. The word forensic simply means applying that expertise to matters of the law. Their primary role is to analyze physical evidence collected from a crime scene. This evidence is their language. It tells a story the scientist must carefully translate. They do not work on hunches. They work with data, using microscopes, chemical analyzers, and complex software. Their goal is to answer specific questions. Does the DNA from this hair match the suspect? Is the white powder an illegal substance? Could these bullet markings have come from that gun? It is crucial to understand they work for the truth of the evidence. Employed by government labs, assisting police, their ethical duty is to be impartial and to report findings accurately, whether they help the prosecution or the defense. This is the start of the chain of custody, an unbroken record of who had the evidence, when, and what they did with it. If this chain is broken, the evidence can be challenged or thrown out. Inside the lab, the work is methodical. Scientists follow validated protocols and run controls and standards. If controls fail, the batch is invalid and must be repeated. A fingerprint example. A latent print is often incomplete. The examiner does not just glance and declare a match. They analyze ridges, loops, whorls, arches, identifying unique points called minutiae. They compare to a known print or database, point by point. The final conclusion is not a simple yes or no, but an opinion based on the quantity and quality of corresponding features. Every result is documented with raw data and interpretations. Another qualified expert must be able to follow or even retest. This transparency and peer review are cornerstones of good science. Having a science degree and working in a lab does not automatically make someone an expert in court. A judge must qualify them through voir dire, literally, to speak the truth. The lawyer establishes credentials, education, degrees, specialized training, certifications, and professional experience. How many years? How many similar cases, publications, teaching, or lectures? Opposing counsel may challenge qualifications. The judge makes the final decision. Once qualified, the witness can offer an opinion based on analysis, not just observed facts. This is serious gatekeeping to ensure testimony rests on a reliable foundation. Being an expert carries weight. Testimony must be sound, honest, and earned through years of study, and re-earned every time on the stand. Once qualified, testimony begins. The first phase is direct examination, questions from the calling lawyer. The expert explains the evidence received, the tests performed, and the results, translating complex science into simple language. They might use analogies, like comparing a DNA profile to a unique barcode. For a fiber, describe color, diameter, characteristics side by side, then the opinion. The fibers are consistent in all measured characteristics. The car seat cannot be excluded as a possible source. Cross-examination challenges methods. Was equipment calibrated? Did you follow protocol exactly? What is the known error rate? Is it possible for similar DNA markers? The expert remains calm, professional and honest, sticking to facts and science. If beyond their expertise, the right answer is, I do not know. Acknowledging limitations often increases credibility. We return to the myth versus the courtroom. TV shows instant, absolute truth and unwavering certainty. A world without ambiguity, error rates, or careful interpretation. Reality is nuanced and honest about limitations, methodical work, and cautious language. No test is perfect. Evidence can be contaminated. Human error and bias are risks to guard against. That is why experts speak in terms of consistency and probability, not absolute certainty. They tell the court what the data shows, and what it does not. A DNA match can place a person at a scene, but not explain why. The expert's value is to be a teacher, providing reliable information to weigh alongside eyewitnesses, alibis, and motives. Their testimony is one piece of the puzzle. Justice is found in careful jury deliberation, quiet labs, detailed reports, and careful words.